was made up of self-ruled city-states. There were 12 city-states. Some examples of the city-states were Kish, Nippur, and Uruk. There are 10,000 to 100,000 people in the city-state. Most people lived in the countryside, not the city.
The city-states were near the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. The land there was very fertile and the people were able to grow many crops. They had a surplus and that made them able to have enough food to feed many people.
Before all of the kings and emperors, the priests were the ones who ruled Mesopotamia. They collected taxes and distributed food for the government. The priests controlled the wealth of other people.
City-states included a city and its surrounding farmlands. The city inside was a center of trade, learning, and religion.
Sargon.
At first, Mesopotamia was a bunch of city-states that were self-ruled. In 2375 BC, the first empire was formed. It was called the Akkadian Empire. The Akkadians invaded Mesopotamia, and they were led by Sargon.
Sargon was a smart leader and was well liked. He created the first empire and ruled for 56 years. The land that he had control of stretched into a crescent shape and became known as the Fertile Crescent, which stretched from the Mediterranean from Mesopotamia to the Persian Gulf. After the fall of the Akkadian Empire, the Babylonian Empire came to power. Hammurabi was the first Babylonian emperor. He named Babylon the capital of Mesopotamia.
Hammurabi is famous for creating the first code of law. Hammurabi's code of law was a bunch of rules that the people of Mesopotamia were expected to follow. The point of the code was to bring justice and to help Hammurabi rule. Hammurabi put the code of law in pillars outside of the ziggurats.
The punishments were pretty extreme. If you were a builder, the building collapsed and the resident's son was killed, your own son would be executed. Some of the punishments were very much like an eye for an eye. An example of this is if you put out someone's eye, your own eye would get put out.
Hammurabi was a good leader because his code brought justice to people who weren't treated fairly. For example, women got more rights in Mesopotamia than they would in other places during that time. Hammurabi also helped greatly expand the Babylonian Empire. There were certain social classes in Mesopotamia. Social class helped define power. A social class is a group of people who live similar lifestyles. Everyone contributed to the government in Mesopotamia.
Kings and priests made up the upper classes. They were believed to have the most influence with the gods. The slaves were in the lower class because they did all the work for those who did not feel like doing anything. They were below fishermen and farmers, and those were below artisans who made things for the people.
Depending on what social class you were in, you would live in different kinds of houses, from fancy ziggurats to nice houses with multiple floors, to pretty good houses with one floor, to okay smaller houses, to stinky huts.
Thanks for watching!